there's just kind of this constant trick of the mind where you're like, oh, I'm in this place, but all right, I need to realign. And the whole conversation that people always have around, like, do you have enough balance? I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a 50-50, there's a percentage. Okay, give a little bit give 50% to home and give it. To me, balance comes on a day-to-day basis. It's not a long-term strategy in any way, or you're just I think you're setting yourself up for failure. It's every day. For me, I have a very specific drill in the morning, the way I'm very routine, because it helps me get in my head. I mean, there's people are like, I can't believe you get up at 5 a.m. And I'm like, well, I also raised 3 children, and I knew they were up at 7. And I'm like, I have 2 hours of my whole day, and I'm taking it.
Let's talk about that, can't we, for a second?
Yeah.
I'm a huge
win
the morning, win the
like
day.
Celeste?
Yeah. What are you doing for those 2 hours? Because I believe that success is built on those 2 hours. In my opinion,
Totally is.
The whole day is built around those 2 hours. So you get up at 5 o'clock. What happens?
I'm very grounded. Before I even in order to be very grounded, I should say, because we all have our days. I have a gratitude moment the moment I open my eyes. And some days it's as simple as, I didn't wake up with a headache today. Yep. Win. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like, it doesn't really, the point of what you're grateful for is so irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's that you put yourself into the mindset of gratitude immediately. I already start stretching before I get out of bed. It's not what I do next. It's just like, there's got to be a flow. So by the time I'm standing, it's, I'm in stretch or yoga or whatever mode you want to call it. Make my bed. It's my gift to myself every single day. Slam down 8 ounces of water because I'm probably dehydrated. Go get my first cup of coffee. That's a reward. And then I meditate.
And what does meditation look like?
I have these little readings that I do, but really it's about me getting into, nature is very important to me. I love to kayak. Obviously I can't jump in the water and kayak every day. I don't live that close to the water. But I can sit outside and look at the mountains for sure. Or if I'm traveling, there's somewhere I can look outside. And my ability to connect that way with nature, read the reading that I'm going to read that day, and just kind of fall into this place of, universe, I'm super, super grateful for what I have today. It's hard. I also have some health issues, so sometimes I just don't wake up feeling well. So I have to remind myself that there's a lot that I am grateful for. And some days it's my kids. Like I said, some days it's I don't have a headache. Whatever it is, my arthritis isn't as bad today. Whatever it is. The point is I have to put myself in that place of, wow, this is a gift. And whatever it takes me to get into that place that it's a gift before I launch into everybody else gets my time has to happen. If I don't have that, the whole trajectory of my day is so uniquely different.
Yeah.
Because the moment that hits, you're on. So I do have parameters. I work 7 to 7. Some might find that excessive, but I start checking emails at 7 a.m. and I stop checking emails at 7 p.m. It's just I just do that. I don't turn on the news until I'm up for 2 hours in the morning. Like there's just very specific things that I've designed to not scatter out my brain, because I don't already know where my fight or flight modes are going to come. The theory is, I believe that every time you check an email, you have 30 to 45 seconds of the fight or flight mode. How many emails do you get in a day? I don't know.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
That's right. So every time you open that, every time you click that, every time you check your social media, every time you do anything
There's
like
a crisis.
your brain takes 30 to 45 seconds to calm it back down. So I think you have to give it boundaries to say, and there's another thing. I believe every hour is extremely critical. So I try to work for 52 minutes and then I pause for 17.
What do you do for your 17 minutes?
I breathe.
You just breathe.
I
Some
just
Wim
breathe.
Hof style breathing.
Just the deepest, and then you got to blow it out. You got to get it out of there.
And so for 17 minutes,
I just calm down and breathe.
you turn all your
And
devices
sometimes
off.
I just walk, I'm just walking around my office. I have a great view of the nature again outside. So sometimes I go walk out in it if it's, the weather's permitting. Go to the gym 4 days a week. That has to happen. So I'm in the office at 8. I leave at 4. Like I'm leaving at 4. I'm still going to check my email, but I'm leaving. I'm going straight to that gym and I'm going to blow something out and then I'll be back on. But it's like we schedule all the meetings, all the stuff, right? Like we schedule everything in our calendars, except what do we schedule last?
Ourselves.
Anything we need.
Yeah.
because it's so irrelevant. It's so like, oh, you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. I'll get an extra workout today. It's like, no, you won't. Because everyone will take whatever they need from you. I can promise you that.
And leave you.
You won't. You have to take what you need from you, and you have to feel that beautiful selfishness that people tell you you're not supposed to be selfish for. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, because the better I am, the better you get of me.
Yeah,
like
sure.
it's just, you know what I mean, how that works. And so healthy relationships, those matter.
Oh, yeah.